So let's get started, guys. Meanwhile, the people will join. So, hello everyone and welcome. Thank you for joining us today for the second session of our webinar series on sales performance management and Spiff. We are excited to have you with us, and we hope you will find today's session both insightful and relevant to your business needs. My name is Shivkumar, and I'll be your presenter for today. Along with me, I have Aditya Ramdas, one of our Spiff implementation expert, Nitin Anil Kumar, our marketing team lead, and Pranu Sebastian, the director and Spiff consultant, are here in the hosting QA panel to help me moderate this session. So, just a few quick and friendly reminders before we get started. Please stay on mute throughout the session to avoid any background disturbances. If you would like to speak or have a question, you can use the raise hand feature. And of course, feel free to use the chat to drop in your questions or thoughts at any time. We'll keep an eye on it. Before we begin, let me take a moment to introduce Amdrodd Technologies, the company organizing this session. We are a team of experienced Salesforce consultants focused on helping businesses get the most out of their Salesforce investments. With over 180 projects delivered, 160 plus certifications, and a growing number of Salesforce Trailblazers, Amdrodd is all about building smart, efficient, and scalable solutions to real-world business problems. At Amdrodd, we specialize in a wide range of Salesforce solutions, from Sales and Marketing Cloud to CPQ, Health Cloud, and DevOps, enabling us to deliver tailored end-to-end services across industries. We don't just configure, but we help shape it by strategically customizing Salesforce to meet the evolving demands of the AI-powered business landscapes. So without further delay, I'm thrilled to introduce our speaker for today, Justin Augustine, a project manager and a Spiff practitioner, to session 2 of our webinar series on sales performance management, where we are going to cover the Spiff hands-on experience. Backed by an extensive experience in implementing Spiff solution across a diverse range of industries, Justin brings deep practical insight and strategic expertise to the table. His experience spans multiple successful projects where he has helped organizations streamline incentive compensation, drive sales performance, and unlock operational efficiency. So, having said that, let me welcome Justin and let's get ready to listen to this wonderful session. We'll wrap up with a short Q&A, so feel free to note down your questions along the way. Over to you, Justin.
Thank you, Shiva, for the warm introduction. And hi, everyone. I'll share my screen and let's get started. Hope you're able to see my screen. Yeah. Thanks so much. So before we begin, I'd like to just recap what we had discussed in the previous session. In session 1, we more delved into its high-level view of the fundamentals of sales performance management, and particularly with regard to its traditional way of managing how sales reps are performing over the time. We more delved into Spiff, which is a state-of-the-art tool nowadays, which is also acquired by Salesforce recently. So we were more into Spiff and giving some comparison with the manual way of Excel versus the automated Spiff tool. So we also compared some business use cases where Spiff works fine and how it gives or adds value to the business requirements, even at a tailored custom level. So these were the brief idea about what we discussed in the session 1. And today I would like to introduce you to the session 2, which is more of its hands-on experience. So we would be standing on the shoes of a sales rep and management and how they can get more out of it. So these are the things that we are mainly focusing today. And just going through the overview, we would be more discussing about how Spiff is going to be a motivational tool, and how it's going to give some potential insights into sales reps' journey towards closing more deals faster. And we would be also discussing some teams and quotas and more, basic levels of configurations that might contribute into getting the final commissions payout. So then we would be more jumping into the Salesforce commission estimator, which is an amazing tool. If you have Salesforce as a CRM in your organization, and how it integrates with Spiff and gives you potential commission or earnings that can be expected while you are inside Salesforce itself without having to check inside Spiff. And also, we would be showing what can be expected inside Spiff when you're accessing it either on your laptop or mobile app. So what are the metrics that you can see inside Spiff that will be given as statements? And what if there are disputes, or if you want to comment on a particular deal and you have some discrepancies, how you can raise a ticket for that? We would be more discussing that part here. And coming to reports and dashboards, apart from a sales rep's viewpoint, how management or leadership can get more idea and how they can take or make detailed, informed decisions while on the track without having to wait for month end or quarter end. So while the period is running itself, they can see the comparison between their sales reps and all through dashboards. And what other additional features that Spiff provides as document management? This is one of the typical scenarios where sales compensation is included, where they will have to create more contracts or any documents that would be applicable for each sales rep. So in those scenarios, without having to create one by one, how we can dynamically bring all the values here for each sales rep and without having to worry about any errors. So this would be the basic structure that we would be following today. So coming to its first part, where motivation in motion, and how Spiff empowers the sales journey. So basically, as you can see in the screen, you would be getting a lot of information that would be beneficial for sales reps in order to understand where they are currently in their aspect of deal closing. And they can also get the potential earnings insights, which gives them more, encouragement to close deals faster. And they can get an idea of how much they can avail of this particular feature. And coming to its real-time visibility, without having to wait for month end or quarter end to see how much they have earned so far, they can get the updates so fast that in real time itself, they can get all the ideas. And coming to getting a sense of confidence is really what matters when it comes to all these calculations, because when it's a complex business scenarios, there are chances that things might get wrong or values might be added wrongly. So how to avoid all these things? There comes Spiff as a rescue, and Spiff gets everything automated. And once the plan is assigned and everything is running smooth, there is nothing to worry about. Everything goes so automatic and calculated without having any errors. And it gives some detailed reporting and analytics where dashboards and other features, like, for example, one of the features that I would love to introduce is here called leader dashboard, that would give more of, the comparison between all the sales reps inside a team, which is also beneficial for the management and leadership to take, next steps forward or make decisions according to the current scenarios. And coming to its confidence boosting area, if you have any disputes, you can definitely comment on its, one of the deals that has closed right now. And if you don't see any values or if you have any other disputes, you can, without having to, back and forth emails and checking with financial teams independently, and sending screenshots, you can comment everything on the statement itself, and you can see everything, the updated comments and all the features in one platform itself. So all these features will contribute into motivating the sales reps in terms of giving them confidence, real insights, transparency, and getting more idea about their potential earnings and their attainment towards their goals. So all these things will definitely boost their ability to close deals so fast. And coming to teams, quotas, and more, coming to many organizations, business setup, there would be a lot of complexities that might need to be accounted so that in the end, all of these minute details will have a lot of impact in getting the final commission. So as you can see over here, there will be team structure, many hierarchical structures based on which you will be assigned to different plans. Here in Spiff, we call them plans because a plan is basically something that unifies a particular set of team members who will be getting the same logic for getting the payout done. So instead of having one plan, one sales rep might have different sets of plans through which they will be getting commissions. For example, as a sales rep, I close some deals for which I would be getting a particular percentage of commission, whereas my teammates closing a deal in a particular region for which I'm the team lead, I would be getting slightly a different percentage of commission. So all these things can be contributed and it can be accumulated into getting the final commission. And also there would be quotas, which is a typical scenario in business organizations where they will have to achieve, and it can be embedded inside Spiff. And there will be range tables as well, which is an interesting part where things get more interesting, because based on the attainment, they would be assigned to get a different proportion of commissions. For example, I can show you its Spiff side in a few minutes. So coming to accelerators, what if you are outperforming more than the quota, then you would be getting some other additional benefits as well. So all these things can be accumulated into the logic of Spiff calculation, and it will be getting as a final commission. And sometimes even everything goes well and automated without having any proper logic. You might have to get, add some benefits to the sales rep because they have spent some other money on it. So if they want some adjustments to be done while the payout is happening, that can also be considered here inside Spiff, and that can be recorded as well. So let's delve into a Spiff environment and we can see how it shows over here. Okay, coming to a team structure. Now you can see here, I've taken UAE as an example for a business organization, and they have two sub-teams. One is UAE Abu Dhabi and one is UAE Dubai. And we have certain members as sales reps here, and we are more focusing on Jack Adam. So Jack Adam would be our sales rep we would be focusing more on. And Jack Adam is actually lead for this particular sub-team, UAE Dubai, while he has an immediate manager above him who is Clive Sam. Under Clive Sam, there are two people, David Johnson and Jack Allen. And David Johnson is, by the way, head of this sub-team for Abu Dhabi. So let's see how Jack Adams' quota is set. So you can see over here quotas. So for Jack Adam and David Johnson, who are part of UAE Dubai, they have in 2025 annually, they have to attain different kinds of quotas. For example, for David Johnson, it's only 150,000, whereas for Jack Adam, it's 200,000. So, and apart from that, let's see how their range tables are set up. So for this particular plan, direct customer deal, the range table looks like this. Up to 20%, Jack Adam would get 3% of commission, and above 20 to 100%, he would get 5%. And as an accelerator, above 100%, he would be getting 7%. And let's see how Jack Adam statement view. Right, before that, yes, I would like to introduce another best feature of Spiff when it integrates along with Salesforce, which is called Salesforce Commission Estimator. So as you can see over here, while we are inside Salesforce itself, let's take an opportunity as an example. You can see your current quota attainment so far, which is in this blue color, and your potential earning once this particular deal is closed as here, and how much you have more remaining to close in order to finish your 100% quota over here. And also it will give you, once this deal is closed, how much potential earning is going to be received. So let's see it on Spiff and Salesforce. So for example, this is Jack Adam over here, and in this month, he has two opportunities he's working on, and one of them is already closed one. So that wouldn't come under potential earnings, whereas this prospecting would be a potential earning. So since his commission, as we have seen here, in range table, now he is in between 20% and 100%, and he should get around 5% of the opportunity amount as commission once a deal is closed. So coming back to Salesforce, if we are coming to this part, you can see as the opportunity amount is 5,000, its 5% is $250. And you can see his attainment quota as well. So far in this year, he needs to close 200,000 as opportunity amount, and he has so far attained 68% of the quota. And once he closes this particular deal, he would be getting 250, and its proportion would be this light blue color part. And the remaining yellow part would be the remaining portion that he needs to be completed within this year. And let's see, what if we change this opportunity amount to 8,000? So previously it was 250, and now you can see change is received immediately here. So from 250, it raised to 400, and previously it was 68%. Now it has become 69% of the quota achievement. And so here I have taken a simple example where only opportunity amount contributes into deciding their commission, whereas in complex scenarios, especially if you have CPQ and all, you will have multiple areas where multiple factors that can be embedded into this logic. So for example, if you provide some discounts, how much impact would be there, while adding one more product into it, how much impact would be there. So adding all these scenarios You can get the real-time value or potential earning here itself inside Salesforce without having to wait for all the calculations are done and getting the Spiff working and go and check inside Spiff. So this is a beautiful feature that Salesforce and Spiff together provides. Coming to statement views, which would be the landing page in terms of Spiff users, where they would be seeing, like a dashboard, what are the main factors that would be contributing into their final payout. So in statement views, there are different tiles. For example, these are each tile that can show on the landing page, and it will give an immediate view for the sales rep on their current values. So to see it inside Spiff, so this is what Jack Adam is going to see in his statement view. So for the period of September, so far he has earned this much commission, 33,000 something. And for each month, he can see the commission trend over here. By this, you can see in January and February, he has closed more deals compared to the other ones. And as I said earlier, there would be different ways of attaining the commission. So there would be different plans he would be assigned to. As I said, like the direct commission plan, whereas indirect commission plan, and regional plans, and all these things will be contributing into getting your final payout. So when you check over here, you can see in a donut chart how much contribution that each would be giving. So for example, out of 100% of the commission, 17% of total is getting from regional sales plan, and the most of it is coming from sales commission plan. And if you go to one of the plans, here what you're seeing are each plan for Jack Adam. And for the easiness, let's focus on this direct customer deal plan. If you go inside, you can see further breakdowns here. So if you check over here, you can see so far he has earned 375 commission in this particular month for this particular plan. And you can see a ranking system here. And it means that out of your competitors or your colleagues in the same team, which rank you are at present. So when compared to the other person, Jack Adam is at the first rank. And you can see the commission breakdown over here. Since only one plan is embedded in this particular area or payout here, you can see 100% donut chart over here. And year to date, he has earned so far $5,700. And you can see the commission trend as we had seen previously. And let's see its breakdown as well. So in this particular month, he has closed one deal, which is worth of 7,500, and its commission is 375. So there would be another payout rules for which also sometimes we would be getting commissions. So this is one of the interesting feature, like future commission. So here the calculation is based on opportunities that are going to be closed in next period. For example, here it's September now. If we look at the opportunities which are having a close date of October, how much commission he would be getting if it's closed in October. So that's what's showing here. Right. So this is all about statements, and you can customize as it required, and there would be many features that can be embedded into this. Next, what if we have a dispute over the commissions that we are seeing on the statement? So let's open a ticket here. So raising tickets is very simple. When you're on a statement, you can directly create the ticket here. For example, I'm trying to open ticket. Can mention clarification 3. Once the ticket is submitted, you can see he's assigned to Clive Sam. So since he's coming under Clive Sam should be getting a notification right now. And let's try login as Clive. Now you can see the recently created one over here. And this is the message that has been sent by Jack Adam, but unfortunately I didn't log in as Jack Adam. That's why it's showing my name. And let's see. Just come in, and they can also resolve the ticket if everything goes well. And everything will be documented inside Spiff. So if there are any discrepancies, they can always come and have a look at it. And if any attachments are needed to be added here, they can add all these features inside Spiff itself. So without having to create a lot of emails and screenshots outside Spiff, you can get it done inside Spiff itself. So that's a wonderful feature. And coming to next part, where management and leadership are concerned, they would be more interested in getting to know the current performance of their sales reps, and based on which they would have to take a lot of decisions. So how these can be embedded in sales Spiff. So that's what we are going to see here. Okay. So coming to this particular area, you can create reports, dashboards, and leader dashboard. And let's see one by one. Coming to reports, you can create both standard and custom reports. And while we are on this particular plan, direct customer deals, we can see a sample report here. So you can take all the filters, and for the period June to September for this particular plan, and the team is UAE, how much is going to be there. So we are comparing with 2 people over here, because UAE has 2 sales reps, Jack Adam and David Johnson. So from this, we can deduct that Jack Adam is a little bit outperforming David Johnson, and David Johnson has not closed any deals in September yet. The same way, if we go to dashboards, since the other person has not closed anything, you can see only Jack Adams' current performance here. and you will also get some idea about both sales reps' performance. And coming to leader dashboard, you'll get a lot of other tiles that can be used to easily compare between these people. So overall, for these two sales reps, the quota is 350,000, out of which both of them have contributed so far 192,000. So you will get a high level view in the leader dashboard. And here you can see a comparison between David Johnson and Jake Adam. And now they are still below quota, below 70%. And here, this is their quota so far for David Johnson, 150,000. And so far he has attained around 60,000. And you can see the same kind of comparison over here. And you will also get some reporting like their ranking system. So when you check Jack Adam and Dave Johnson, you can see that Jack Adam is a bit outperforming Dave Johnson. So you will get more idea, and based on which you can focus on, where things are getting lag and things, and you will have a real time, quick decisions that can be easily taken. So this is the benefit in terms of management or leadership or concept. And next is document management. So definitely when it comes to sales incentive plans for each year, admins will have to go through creating a lot of documents or contracts that would be applicable for each sales rep, and they would have to create many spreadsheets without having any errors. That's going to be really a painful task. So here inside Spiff, if you have every data like values as a CSV or Excel file, you can create everything dynamically. So coming to documents, this is one of the commission template we've created so far. So it's an example one. For example, for sales rep contracts, we have created the document, and for Jack Adam, it will dynamically show the values over here. So you can see for this year, for each quarter, this is the values that he should be closed. So we are taking all these value from an Excel sheet, which is embedded inside Spiff. So for each sales rep, it will be taken for 5 Sam, Johnson. You can see it dynamically changes. So document generation is the beautiful other feature apart from the usual sales incentive logics that are going to build using Spiff. Well, that takes us to the end of this session. So I'd like to thank you everyone for lending your ears till this time and listening patiently. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I would like to hand it over to Shiva. Thank you. Thank you again so much.
Thank you, Justin. That was really a detailed and an insightful session, which covered the hands-on experience on Spiff. So now it's time for some Q&A. I hope people really enjoyed the session. Throughout the session, I think there was a pin drop silence, and I think they were really interested in knowing much on the calculation, how it goes, and how the hands-on experience would be with regard to Spiff. So we are open to take any questions that you may have on this session. So the forum is open.
Hi, this is Melvin here. So my question is,
Amen. Yeah.
how customizable are these quota range tables and accelerators? And can we adjust the commission plans on the fly?
Yeah, sure. I can answer that. So
Mhm.
that's a very good question that usually business organizations would ask, because let's take an example. I'd like to rephrase that question in this way. Business
Uh,
organizations would have a particular plan for a budget year, and when they started, everything was planned, and in the middle of their business for that particular year, they would need to change some of their plans or variables, or add more factors into it, into the final calculation of getting the commissions. So we can definitely do it inside Spiff, and that's an amazing feature that Spiff provides. We can always customize on the fly itself. So even if you're in the middle of the year, you can make adjustments in the plan according to which it can be incorporated, and everything will go smoothly. So we usually get clients asking these questions, and we would be resolving those kinds of activities as well.
so Justin, so if you're making a adjustment in the mid-cycle, is it gonna automatically reprocess the past transactions or uh, only apply the changes going forward?
It will be only applied to the changes forward, because in Spiff, there is something called freezing a statement. So once you freeze a particular statement period, for example, uh, for your business, you are giving the payout every month. So here statement means monthly. So
Uh-huh.
once the month is closed, you can freeze that month. And after that, if you are adding new compensation plans or anything, that wouldn't affect anything that has created previously once the freezing is done. So definitely it will not affect any of your previous values.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Justin.
Any more questions?
Hi, I am Arun here. I have a question. Yeah, how does Spiff handle multi-tiered commission plans without custom coding?
So, yeah, who's that person? Yeah, Mohammed. So, yeah, Spiff uses a kind of a no-code rule-based builder. So that allows admins to define tires, thresholds, and accelerators visually. So you can model like kind of a 10% up to $50K or 12% beyond that. Those kind of stuff with help of range tables. That's a built-in function in Spiff. So no need for scripts or formulas that needs a custom coding. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Thanks, Aditi.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any further questions?
Hi, this is Adit here. I have a question. Can Spiff manage commissions across different product lines or business units?
Okay, I can answer this. This is Adit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yes, Spiff supports the segmentation by product, region, and team, or a business unit. So you can assign different plans to a different group and track perform independently, all within a unified dashboard. So yeah, it does. It does support the segmentations by product and region and teams.
Thanks, sure. Cool, bro.
Hi, this is Abhirami. Just a quick doubt. If I don't understand why my commission amount is like this, or where it comes from, is there any way that I can trace or track down the calculation step by step?
Yes, Abhirami. So one of Spiff's standard feature is commission tracing, where reps or managers can see how every component of their commission was calculated. So this transparency helps reduce the disputes or build trust across the organization. So we have a built-in function to trace down the commissions and all. As you can see, I think it just needs
Yeah. So as you can see over here,
on the screen. Yeah.
so starting from your statement itself, you can check the breakdown of this value. For example, in this particular plan, Jack Adam has received 375 and he would like to know its breakdown. So you can check it from here. So what is the value and where it gets from, or can be shown over here. Well, currently there is Spiff loading happening, so that's why we can't trace it back. So, but ideally it will look for each calculation happening behind it. So it will show more of its details.
Okay, got it, Justin. Thank you.
Hi, Justin. What I wanted to ask is that if a dispute occurs or a ticket is raised in Spiff, how is that resolved inside this?
Yeah,
So
as
yeah,
I
go on, Justin.
yeah, as I showed here, if there is a questions to be raised, you will be opening a ticket over here and it will be assigned to your team manager. So the team manager will either get an email if he has subscribed to it. Otherwise, when they open Spiff, they will get a notification over there and they can take a look into it and make necessary decisions based on the question they have asked. And it can be shown, it's like a messenger going back and forth inside the app itself. So you don't have to worry about taking all outside Spiff and sending emails and tracking them down. So you don't have to worry about that. It would be like a post in Salesforce.
Yeah, depending on the findings also, we can, if the system calculation is correct. So as Justin said, the ticket can be closed with an explanation and the rep will be notified. And the other condition is that if an error or exception is found, that means the calculation is wrong. So if something occurs like that, we can do a manual override in Spiff. That's an inbuilt function in Spiff. So a manual override is created in Spiff to adjust the commission payout. So in that manual override, it contains details like the reason for the adjustment, who approved it, or timestamp for audit process and all. So in both ways that can be done. So you can that's an adjustment issue. So adjustment is another feature in Spiff. There we can adjust the commission payout if some kind of an exception or error occurs. There is any dispute. I think that's
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah. Any more questions from anyone?
Yeah, hi. Hi all. My name is Lakshmi. So I had a question that in one of the statements, I actually noticed a ranking tile. Basically, a tile that shows the ranking. So I just wanted to know more about that. How does it really work? Could you give us some more clarity on that?
Yeah, this is an additional feature that Spiff provides recently. So we need some payout rules to be built behind this, and based on which it will compare a team member within their team itself. So based on the attainment for that particular period, it will be showing the ranking system. So we will be delving more into its admin views in the next webinar, so we can see how it works in the backend.
So basically, what it does is it just compares
Yeah.
all the, a particular payout rule will be compared for every rep, and based on the ranking, the tile will be set on the front end, right?
Exactly. So if you take an example here in U18, there are two sales reps, Jack Adam and David Johnson. So using their plan wise amount attainment, it will be giving values for the highest person will get the first rank and so on.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Any further questions?
Hi Shiva, this is Aditya again. I have one more doubt as
Here, they tell me.
how does Spiff ensure accuracy in commission payouts for com listings actually?
Okay, it's a valid question. See, whatever the data the Spiff pulls, it's actually a real time. It is pulling from the CRM, like Salesforce. So it is just applying some, predefined logic to do a calculation. I mean, commission calculation. That is done instantly, and that will be reflected on your, dashboard or your interface, whatever you call it as. So it's not going to manipulate anything because it is not nothing manual. So whatever the data you are seeing, it is a real time. It's just that a logic which the Spiff applies to do a commission calculation. So, and that happens instantly. So I think I hope I answered that question. So there won't be a issue of accuracy.
Yeah, sounds great, Shiva. Thank you.
Any more questions from anyone?
Okay. I think I'll take it as a no. So thank you all for joining us throughout the series 2 of our sales performance management webinar journey. So your enthusiasm and active participation have made this session truly meaningful. As we close this chapter, we hope the experience and information shared have sparked new ideas and empowered you to elevate your sales performance. But this isn't a goodbye, it's just a pause. Stay tuned. We'll be announcing the next session in our webinar series soon. So, and you'll be the first to know. Expect fresh topics, deeper dives, and even more actionable takeaways. So until then, keep driving performance, stay curious, and continue pushing boundaries. We look forward to reconnecting with you in the upcoming session. Most importantly, please do follow us on the LinkedIn for future updates related to Salesforce. Thank you, everyone.